Being productive helps you to get more done without getting overwhelmed. It's not the same as being busy. And I also don't want you to mistake it for running yourself into the ground, being so busy that you forget to take care of yourself. Today, we are going to focus on what to do to be productive without running yourself into the ground or overwhelming your schedule. But first, I'm Terrell, and this is Absolutely Studying. I bootstrapped my way through university while juggling a full-time job and a family. It was tough, and now I want to pay it forward. I want to supply you with all of the resources and support you need to flourish in your academic career. Today, we are going to focus on how to set and address priorities, planning your time so that you can actually make progress, and avoiding getting overwhelmed by juggling too many tasks. Let me know how you manage your time in the comments below. And while you're down there, do not forget to pick up my study planner. It's free, it's in the description below, and it's going to help you track your progress through the entire semester. The first thing you're going to want to do in order to be productive is to set monthly goals and break them down weekly. This is important because we need to know what it is you actually want to accomplish. If you need some help with that, we have a video that shows you exactly how to do this. I'll link the video above and the full article down below in the description so you can see step by step exactly how to set these goals. Next, I want you to take those monthly goals that you broke down weekly, and I want you to break them down even further until you have simple tasks that you can complete in 10 to 15 minutes daily. I don't care if you have a list of 100 simple, tiny, minute tasks that will take you 5 minutes to complete. That's great. That breaks down something that is big and overwhelming into something that you can actually tackle, that you can actually make progress on and see your accomplishments. You can look and you can feel proud of actually accomplishing something over the course of the day and knowing that you're working your way up into this bigger goal. Being able to check off even 1 or 2 of these items daily is going to not only help you make progress, but also keep you motivated to make even more. Next, I want you to schedule your week and not allot more than 2 goals per day. By goals, I mean bigger goals. That might be doing the laundry or meal planning for the week. That's not something like, brushing your teeth or having a shower. Although there are some days where even that's okay, that's an accomplishment. Start with your obligations like work and school, and then add some downtime. As you work your way through, make sure to give yourself a realistic amount of time to actually complete each of these goals. I use Google Calendar to set and work out my entire schedule, and I usually try and give myself about 10 to 20 minutes extra on how long something takes. That way I can sneak in 5 or 10 minutes of downtime between tasks, or have the cushion to not have to frantically finish a task. Don't forget to also account for your commute time in those calculations. Each morning, spend 15 minutes over coffee or however you like to wake up and plan out your day. At that point, set your 3rd goal for the day. So that gives you a total of 3 goals a day and no more. Sometimes on the day of, you might realize that there is a crushing priority that you didn't think of before, or something the day before might have come up. This way, you can actually fit in a 3rd priority for your day and not feel overburdened by goals you already set, having to shift them around. Break your large projects into tasks that take no more than 10 to 15 minutes. This helps with motivation because you know you're not locked into something for an entire hour or 2 or a full day. If you break different steps of it down into 10 or 15 minutes, you can change up what you're doing and how you're working on a project and kind of keep it interesting rather than trudging through the same repetitive movement all day. As you're working through these time chunks, respect them. If you only allotted an hour to check your emails, then respect that hour. Once it's up and you're supposed to move on to a different project, then actually do it. Rest assured that you have already chunked up your week, so you will have another hour tomorrow to pick that project back up. And if you don't, you can schedule it in when you do have time. Because you have broken up your entire week into these blocks of time, you can easily see what day does and does not have time to pick up this project again. That way, you're not overwhelming yourself and throwing and piling on task after task after task until you're just overwhelmed and burnt out and you can't even think about making any more progress. Don't overschedule yourself to the point where you have 24 tasks that each take an hour and you only have 6 hours to do them all. Break them up over the week, and that way you'll be able to respect those time blocks and move more time in the future towards that task when you actually have it. Finally, the 2-minute rule. If something takes 2 minutes, do it now. Do it immediately and move on. Don't schedule a task that only takes 2 minutes, regardless of if it is filling up the water pitcher in the fridge or picking up your socks off the floor. If it's just gonna take a minute or two, just do it now. This is especially helpful if it's something like program your coffee maker for the morning. It only takes 2 minutes to make a pot of coffee. But if you do it the night before you go to bed and set that timer to 7 a.m., you're gonna thank me in the morning. Finally, tackle your hardest tasks first. Not only does it mean that you are climbing that mountain of productivity first thing in the morning, but it also means that you get that coast of motivation of having your biggest, hardest project done for the rest of the day. You can just coast down that hill of productivity because you feel good about yourself. From now on through the rest of the day, nothing is as bad or as tedious as that first project you tackled this morning. So do it first. Staying productive does not just mean overburdening yourself with too many tasks. Actually have a goal in mind and work towards its completion. Take tiny steps to make progress and feel good about your accomplishments. Focus your energy on progress, not perfection, and just remember that done is always better than perfect. If you need help creating new study strategies to add to your repertoire, check out that free study planner in the description below. It has more than 20 different study activities, and you can track them through the entire semester. While you're down there, like this video and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Thursday, and they are always about study tips, organizational hacks, and homework helps to help you through the study struggle. Visit my website for tons of free resources and useful articles. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing adventure.